Hey guys, so I know I'm a day late with this. Slightly anticipated that was going to happen. I didn't get back from Michigan until late. But, so here is a video about my top surgery. Right now, I'm just going to go over basically what my surgery was, cost-wise, all that kind of stuff. Then I'm going to add in some pictures over the last year, just a few. And then at the end, I'll answer the questions that I've gotten about my top surgery. And then, yeah, that's what this is going to be. So on September 15th of 2016, I had a bilateral double mastectomy with liposuction, side liposuction, with Dr. Medali in Cleveland, Ohio. It cost about $6,500, give or take a little bit, I think, once everything was included. And yeah, so I had the surgery. Everything went great while I was in the surgery. I came out, I had to wear a compression vest, and I had drains coming out of my armpits with little sacks of blood at the bottom. And I had to have those in for 6 days after surgery while wearing the vest every day. Immediately after surgery, I couldn't shower until I got the drains out. That was probably the worst part. And then 6 days later, I got the drains taken out, and I still had to wear the compression vest, but I was allowed to take it off to shower and to wash it and things like that. And yeah, so this is what it looks like a year later. Some spots are still a little dark, but I've healed up a lot better than I thought I was going to. I thought my scars were going to be really thick, like my knee scar was when I had surgery on it, but they're not. My nipples are still multicolored, but that's alright, just a little bit. So yeah, this is what I look like a year post-op. I can't believe it's already been a year, but sometimes it feels like it just happened yesterday. But I'm honestly in love with the way that everything is healed and the way that my chest is now developing. And I could not be any happier with the results. And I think Medali and his team are absolute magicians. And they're wonderful, and I felt comfortable the entire time with them. And yeah, so I'm gonna end this one now. Okay, so now I'm going to answer some of the questions that I've gotten. The biggest one I seem to get whenever I post pictures, like comparison pictures of my chest mostly, is people ask me what I put on my scars. I didn't buy any like special like scar cream or like the scar strips that they have out there, anything like that. I'm honestly too cheap to do that. So I just use cocoa butter on my scars and my nipples morning and night, and then during the day I would put shea butter on them whenever they got dry. I was pretty vigilant about it. I didn't want them to get dried out and start to stretch. So that's what I used. When could I return to a normal workout routine? So I couldn't lift anything over 10 pounds for the first 6 weeks. And then after 6 weeks, I was cleared to start back at the gym and do everything except stuff that affected my chest. So I kind of had to work out and make sure that nothing hit my chest indirectly. And then at 8 weeks, I was cleared to do everything, and I started back up with everything really, really light, and I paid attention to the way my chest felt, and I wanted to make sure nothing was pulling too much, and I just slowly eased back into it after that. So at 8 weeks is when I started to get back into my normal workout routine, but it was probably a month after that before I was working out as hard as I was before surgery. How bad was the pain? I honestly didn't have very much pain at all. Immediately after, like once I came out of anesthesia and could function as a normal person, it kind of just felt like a hard chest workout. I was just like sore. My muscles were sore. They gave me pain meds, and I think I took 1.5 of them. I took half of one the first 3 nights to sleep, and that was it. And that was more just as a precaution for me because I didn't know if the pain was going to get worse. But honestly, that was it. The most pain I had with anything was with the drains, like getting irritated from being stripped or from being slept on or from the vest pushing it up on them. That was more painful than any part of my chest felt. How was the healing process? Long. No. I mean, it was long, but that's because I got a little stir crazy. But it wasn't that bad at all. I was expecting to be in more pain. I was expecting to not be able, as soon as they took the drains out, I had like so much more mobility than I had when the drains were in. And that's when I was able to start slowly like lifting my arms up again and stuff. It was long to wait to go back to the gym. I was just going every morning and walking on the treadmill for an hour and a half because I wasn't allowed to run either. So that was probably the longest part of it. But really, it was a really easy recovery. The only thing I have to compare it to, I had knee surgery when I was 16, and that sucked. That recovery sucked. So I don't have much else to compare it to. So in my opinion, it was pretty easy. I didn't have any complications, so that made everything go a lot easier too. Exercises to build lower chest. I don't have a whole lot that I do. I do the decline bench press, high cable flies, and incline push-ups. I'm slowly trying to incorporate more things to build up my lower chest because I want it rounded out more. I'm trying to think if there's any other random questions that I usually get. Yeah, I think those are all the questions that I've gotten. Most of the time people just ask me what I use on my scars or exercises to build up my chest, which is slow going. As you see, I still don't have a whole lot of chest happening a year later, but we're getting there. So yeah, I can't believe it's been a year. It's incredible. I have never felt more natural in my body ever. I thought I was going to feel weird at first, and it was going to be unusual to not wear a shirt or to not wear a binder or to not have breasts. But pretty much as soon as I could see my chest, I felt completely authentic in myself, and I can't even begin to explain how amazing that feels. So thank you guys for following along with my journey and for all the support and love you've given me. If you've been here since I've had surgery, before surgery, or if you're just recently following me, that is awesome, and I love and appreciate every single one of you. And yeah, thanks for watching this video. Sorry it's a day late.